bigger step down. We'll take another 1/4 inch off of those, so that way it's down a little bit lower. What we're doing is here, we still have another 10 inches of space that has to go on here. So this is one huge ass, and I mean huge ass, countertop. The reason being that I want to have the step down, I want a step down of a 1/2 inch. So that way, when you're in the kitchen cooking, that if you happen to spill something, it'll keep from getting on the to the seating area. It'll all stay behind, and I want to be able to round that over. So basically, another 10 inches more. Good Lord. All this is reclaimed wood from the red brick house to make sure that we use it. And so the stove will be here. We'll end up building with those legs, the big legs and stuff on there. And we'll have drawers and cabinet space up underneath of this to really be able to do just about anything. What do you think, Mike? Definitely different than what you see anywhere else. I'm going to go ahead and plane these down. Take another 1/4 inch off of these.
Fit?
What do you mean, are they going to fit?
In the planer.
Yeah, these are going to fit. They're
Oh, it's 2 pieces.
2 pieces. Yeah. See, we're going to take it down and glue it up down there to put together. So that way we end up having it all together there in the kitchen. And I'm going to tell you, when this whole thing is put together, this thing's going to be heavier than granite. Okay, so let's get these pieces next. Turn this off. Dust collector's full, got to dump it. All right, so this is what we got. We're going to round over that. This is 1 3/4 inch. I believe we might take another 1/8 off of this. This will have our little lip right here, so that way anything that's spilled while you're here on the stove working and stuff will be on this side. We'll end up putting another 10.5 inches of space on that end, so that way when you're sitting over there, you're far enough away from the stove that you won't get burnt. And there should be enough space for 4 people to sit on that side while we're working and stuff. And you could always have, we're gonna have a couple extra chairs so that way people can sit on the ends. And I think this is definitely going to be a unique piece. Wow. That is a lot of wood. I'm Mark Holmes, and unfortunately, I've got to bring back some more of the 2x4s that were left over to clean those up to finish off this edge, as well as get the motor for the table saw so we can get it running. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you soon. Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of Joe Boo's Day Job. You know, I am one that's not easily deterred. My table saw is not working out right now, and so I'm trying to figure out ways that I can continue to work on my project here, and that is getting ready for the red brick house. I want to get the legs and stuff together, because when I go down, I'm gonna have to start gluing this thing up, and it'd be best if I have the base for this thing ready to go to be able to use it, because it's going to be a monster. This sucker is going to be heavy, and so I want to make sure that I have this ready to go. So what I'm going to do is, these are the legs that I'm going to use. These are 2.5 by 2.5 inch pieces of the antique heart pine that I've salvaged. What we're going to do is we're going to make a face frame to carry over between the legs. That way I can put doors on it and just basically make the cabinets to slide right into it and make it functional and give it that look. So it'll be antique heart pine wood that we're using. So what I need to do is I'm going to end up cutting it basically a recess in here for the face frame to go into this, so that way you have the leg sitting out on it. Since I don't have my table saw and stuff right now, what I'm doing is I'm using my mortiser, which is a machine that drills square holes. I know you're thinking, square holes, how do you drill a square hole? Well, you have a regular round drill bit that's in the middle, but you have these super sharp chisels that actually will go down and basically chisel as you're drilling. And so I have it set up right now. I've got a mark here, so that way this is at 4 inches, and I'm going down 3/4 of an inch. Now what we'll do is then I'll use my shaper and come through with a 3/4 inch bit, and I can shape that and take out that space. So we're going to go ahead and start taking off some of this material here. And you can see, just like that, square cut. Now, I'm going to set this up, and I'm just going to go down through here and cut a couple pieces, so that way, and then I'm going to reset the jig. So I'll go back through and cut the other half of it. Well, you know, there's an old saying, where there's a will, there's a way. I forgot that the radial arm saw can turn 90 degrees. It's not the easiest thing to use to rip material, and you can only go but up to 12 inches wide. But I am able to cut my pieces down for making my face frame. So look at this. Tell me that's not a thing of beauty right there. This is some of the antique heart pine that I've reclaimed, and I've gone through and milled it up so that way I can start putting together the stretchers for the legs. Yeah, that one will be on the inside. So what we're going to do is, this is going to be the bottom part of the frame, the lower section of the cabinets, and then this will be the top side. It'll be actually false front. It'll be false front on this for the drawers. So it'll look like there's drawers, but there's not actually going to be drawers. But, you know, it'll just be, yeah, just like the sink ones. So we're going to go ahead and get this glued up.
Storage under there.
There'll be storage up underneath it. What it's going to be is, because this is the facing when you're walking in, you'll still be able to have access to the cabinet here. But really, the drawers will be in this side of the cabinet. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit different. But we're trying to make this as functional as possible and usable as possible as well. And I'm just happy that I can work on this thing. I know it's a holiday, and it would be just chilling out and relaxing, but I'm one of those people that I just can't sit still. And I'm excited about getting this thing done. Boy, we need to get some more face frame screws. Getting kind of low. Now this is, I have a Craig jig machine that I use that actually cuts my pocket holes. I bought it at probably 15 or more years ago, and it's a benchtop unit that at the time was about $800. Well worth every penny that I paid, and I basically made it into like a tabletop machine. I think it was about $800 when I got it. So it wasn't cheap, but when you think about the amount of cabinets that I have made.
You can even put those over there and glue them together over there.
Yeah.
It's got the tabletop on clamps.
Right. And it just makes it easier when I'm doing like production work like this, where I've got a lot of stuff to go ahead and do. Now, there's nothing wrong with the smaller units. Let me be clear about that. This is just, it's easier because there's a handle, you just pull it down and that drill bit just right into it and boom, you're done. As opposed to using your drill and the separate drill bits. And of course, doing face frames like this is easy peasy. Okay. This is going to be exciting. The only thing is I don't think I cut. Did I cut?
All these pieces. Oh,
I've got to rip a piece for the middle divider.
Yeah, this one is not divider.
Typically, it's 3 inch.
This is the other one that you drilled down.
Oh, that's for the other side piece.
I think that was part of the snack that you cut.
Yeah, we've had a discussion. I like using the black Starbond filler on these. My wife kind of likes it more of just leaving it clear. Is that an ice cream truck? Well, it really is summer then, isn't it? It's an ice cream truck. So what? Ice cream truck?
Yeah.
It's summertime. I think what we're gonna do is. Yeah. I think what we're gonna do is now I lost my train of thought here.
We're talking about,
thinking about ice cream.
No, you were talking about
oh, the filler. I think we're gonna go ahead.
boards.
We're just gonna epoxy resin the whole top of it, and then that way, whatever the color is the color. And you can see how easy this is to put this together. The only thing is I need to cut the center section, which will be the divider for the cabinet. So basically one of the cabinet doors, well actually both of them are usable because there's actually a cabinet on the side. So here's what will happen is our legs. We got legs. We know how to use them. We'll go like this. And that will support our sides long ways of the countertop. And then we'll put a stretcher that'll go all the way across that will be the wall for the chairs and stuff to be in there and more support. So yeah, this is going to be pretty nice. Okay. Alright, so the next thing is I need to, I've got to do 2 of these, but I also need to do the divider piece.
thicker.
Kind of like, I don't want to use any of it. I'm afraid to use it all. It's so hard to get. I don't want to waste a single piece of it. There goes my coffee. Well, damn. So much for my morning coffee.
This one will be long enough for the next one. Okay, strip out. 'Cause I'm
No, that one's a little bit thicker.
I would say it's too thick. I think a little longer now.
Actually, I've got all the pieces for that one. Go. And we have our first end piece. Boom, chakalaka, just like that. So the legs, that's the face frame for the cabinet, needs to be sanded out and put together. So that's the first one. Let's get the second one put together. Oh man, that's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of Joe Boo's Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great Memorial weekend, and I hope you all are remembering what this is all about. And it is about thanking all of those out there that have made the ultimate sacrifice for us, and all of those who are no longer with us. And please do remember all of those. I'm here doing what I do. Maybe I'm a little bit crazy or just plain stupid. I don't know. Me, I'm always working and trying to achieve more. It kind of drives my wife crazy and things like that. And she'll tell me you need to slow down, but it's like I'll rest when I'm dead. So that's what I do. I couldn't get any more enjoyment sitting down than I do working and doing stuff like this. Especially taking something that most people thought was completely worthless and turning it into a treasure. That's what I do.